Good morning, Cedar Valley. This is Lars Olson. Welcome to Quiet Echo. I want to tell you about a woman in Minnesota. Geraldine Tyler was 94 years old when the government came for her home. She had bought a one-bedroom condo in Minneapolis in 1999. A decade later, when the neighborhood grew rough, her family moved her to a senior community where she felt safer. The condo sat empty. The property tax bill kept arriving. By 2015, she was $2,300 behind. Hennepin County added interest. They added penalties. They added fees. The debt swelled to $15,000. The county seized the condo, sold it for $40,000, and kept every dollar. The $25,000 above what she actually owed went to the county, not to her. In May of 2023, the United States Supreme Court ruled 9-0 against Hennepin County. Chief Justice Roberts wrote the opinion. He quoted scripture. The taxpayer must render unto Caesar what is Caesar's, but no more. By then Geraldine was 95. The condo was gone. She had won unanimously and gotten back almost nothing. I have been watching what has happened since. A unanimous Supreme Court ruling is rare. State legislatures have been rewriting their tax foreclosure laws for 2.5 years to comply. The lawyers did the work the lawyers had to do. The ruling also did something the lawyers did not plan. It started a conversation in the country about what property tax actually is. In North Dakota, voters in 2024 came within a few points of ending property tax in the state entirely. In Florida, the legislature has been debating elimination since the same year. Texans have watched their bills double in 10 years and voted again and again to cap them. The caps have not held. Across the country, states are passing senior exemptions, homestead exemptions, and tax deferral programs as a stopgap. The full conversation, should we have property tax on owner-occupied homes at all, is younger and gaining ground. The major outlets have covered each piece. North Dakota got its day. Florida got its day. Texas gets its day every legislative session. What no major outlet has done is step back and name the pattern. Something is moving across America. It has not reached Cedar Valley in any visible way. It will. I read a book this week called End Property Tax. It gave me language for what I had been feeling for years. The language is the hidden rent. Here is what it means. You buy a home. You pay it off. You frame the canceled note and hang it on the wall. The house is yours. Except a bill arrives every year, forever, goes up. You cannot negotiate it, and if you fall behind, they will take your house. The arrangement is not ownership. It is tenancy. The landlord is the city. The rent is the property tax. The only difference between you and a tenant is that you also pay for the roof, the furnace, and the snowplow. I am not the first man to notice. Australia exempts owner-occupied homes from land tax in every state. Germany funds local government with property tax at 1/30 of our rate. Both countries have schools. Both have plowed roads. They figured out how to pay for what a town needs without threatening to take a 94-year-old widow's home over a bill she did not see arrive. I want to tell you what I think plainly. A movement is coming. It will reach Cedar Valley. It will reach our town hall, our state legislature, our coffee tables, and our hardware store counters. The question it will bring is whether a paid-off home should stay a home or stay a long-term lease from the city. I have an opinion. I think a home paid for in full should be a home kept. I think there are other ways to fund what a town needs, and the rest of the developed world has shown us several. I think we should talk about it before the conversation arrives, rather than after. Some of you will disagree. Some of you will say property taxes pay for the school where your granddaughter learns to read, and you would not give it up for anything. The argument is a real one. I want to hear it. I want to say one more thing before I close. We have been watching the country argue about big questions for years now. Most of those arguments have arrived already finished. By the time you and I get to weigh in, the camps are formed, the slogans are written, the fight is shaped, and the only question left is which side you will fall in with. The property tax question is not there yet. It is younger. It is still open. The shape it takes is going to depend on conversations like the one we are having right now in towns like ours, at hardware store counters and kitchen tables. We do not often get to be in on a conversation while it is still being shaped. We are in on this one. What I do not want is for the question to arrive in Cedar Valley one day, and for us to find ourselves arguing in panic about something the rest of the country has been thinking through for years. Geraldine Tyler is gone now. The condo is gone. The conversation she started is just beginning. Walk down to the hardware store and tell me what you think. Cedar Valley News has a Facebook group. There is a conversation going on. If you want to join us, Tell us what you think a paid-off home should be, and what your town owes the people who live in it. I will put the link in the show notes. This is Lars Olson, your host for today's Quiet Echo. Thanks for listening. Quiet Echo is part of the fictional Cedar Valley news series, written by Evan Swenson, publisher, publication consultants, and Claude Marshall, AI developmental editor. While the people and town of Cedar Valley are fictional, Geraldine Tyler, the ruling in Tyler-Hennepin County, the North Dakota Ballot Initiative, and the cited international comparisons are real.
You've been listening to the Cedar Valley News Podcast, where small-town voices meet the headlines shaping our world. From faith and family to front porches and fields. We'll be back with more stories connecting real lives to real events. Until next time, keep your porch light on, your faith strong, and your heart open. This is Cedar Valley News.